I got the evidence I needed. Now it was time to leave. As I got to the elevator, I pressed the key to the second floor. I stepped out, and to my surprise, I got ambushed by the two huge men. "Where do you think you're going, hotshot?" Big Guy A asked. I stayed quiet. "Ah, strong silent type, huh? Well, we can definitely fix that," Big Guy A said again, as they were taking me to a black door which said, "Off Limits," on it. "Hey, I think this guy is one of those guys who went into that island in Florida," Big Guy B said. "Shit, they knew about that?" I said in my head. "Oh yeah, I remember about that in the news. Does he have a scar on the left side of his face?" "Let's see," Big Guy B said, chuckling, as he was about to take off my mask. "Oh, hell no," I thought to myself. I backheaded Big Guy B on his lips, and he dropped me, and I got free. I then elbowed him in the stomach as he fell to his knees, and then I elbowed him in the face. I then faced Big Guy A, and I open-palmed his throat. As he looked down at an angle, I kneed his face, and they were both knocked out. I grabbed my backpack from Big Guy B, and then I tried to make my exit through the front door, but there was security at that point. "Oh, crap. Oh, shit," I said to myself. He tried to grab me, but he missed. I then saw a lady behind the counter. Shot her a glance. "Hello, miss," I said to her. She waved back awkwardly. I then bolted towards the stairway onto the dining room. As I locked it, I then saw from behind me that there were people looking shocked, thinking as if I was going to kill them or take them hostage. "Relax, folks, carry on with what you're doing. I'm just trying to get out of here," I said while raising my right hand. As I was making my way through the outside balcony, I then saw a familiar face, like something I've seen in a movie. I couldn't believe it. It was Mika Borum, one of my childhood crushes that I've had since middle school. She was so pretty. I looked at her, and she did the same. "Oh, wow, this is embarrassing. But, hello, Miss Borum. I know you don't know me, but you are one of my childhood crushes that I've had when I was younger, and, well, it's an honor to finally meet you. Well, frankly, this was kind of an awkward way to meet you under these circumstances." She giggled a little. "Well, I'm flattered. And actually, I have heard of you. You're the guy who went to that island in Disney World. You know, you're actually kind of famous. Sort of, in the police's view. But I always wondered what it would be like to see you in person. And here you are." I was squealing on the inside, like a little kid. "Wow, now I am flattered as well, Miss Borum," I said while trying to keep my composure. "Please, call me Micah," she said. I squealed inside again. "Okay, sweet. I'm sorry, I have to rush, but would it be okay if I took a quick picture of you and me?" I asked her. She nodded yes. And never have I felt this way at all, knowing that I got to take a picture with my favorite crush. "Oh, thank you, Micah. You have no idea how huge this is for me," I said to her. She smiled her beautiful smile at me, and out of nowhere, she kissed me on my baklava cheek. I kid you not, I felt like I was being lifted up into the heavens. It felt amazing. But just as I felt like I was in the air, big knocks came from the door, which killed the mood. "Shit," I thought to myself. "Shit, time to go. Thank you, Micah, again, for the picture," I said while heading towards the balcony. "Oh, shit, this is high," I realized. I then heard the door break down. I did the sign of the cross as I jumped off the balcony. "No mames!" As I looked up and saw the big security guys and other security looking down, I smiled through my mask. I then started to run from the entrance of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride to entering Main Street, USA. However, There was a bit of a problem. A parade was performing, and the security force was already behind my ass, so I had to run between the parade performance. As I was running, I was dodging all the performers and the big animatronics. I dodged left and right from everybody, plus to make it difficult for security to follow, and I can tell people were staring at me. At the time I heard music, what I guess was about a rotten core, but it sounded like a villain song. But to be fair, it was around Halloween season, so it was suited at the time. As I continued rushing through the parade, I then ran to the entrance of the park, and 3 security guards tried to grab me. I dodged all 3 of them. Oh, the 3 stooges of security can't catch anyone for shit, can you? I said to them, while laughing and running. I then made it to the parking lot, and I got on my motorcycle and drove off. After all the excitement, I then mailed the video evidence to my employer. And yes, I edited out the part where I met Micah, and not look foolish. I also left a note saying that I found Joe, and I was sorry. I then headed to a nearby bar of my house, and yes, I kept my gear on. Besides, it was a bar club for mercenaries where anyone can be dressed as anyone. With the song Die Born by Days of the News being played in the background, I sat down at a bar table and had a few drinks with my mask half off. On the next drink, I said, "Here's to you, Joe. Even though we never met in person, cheers, mate." I then saw the breaking news about some clown girl who had been on the run, who was also wanted for murdering her sister, and blabbed out something about breaking out of jail, promising to kill her former friend. Well, that's something you don't hear every day, I heard someone say on my right. I saw a big guy taking a seat next to me. Indeed, I replied. How are you doing, Mr. Call me Ghost, I said to him. Ghost, huh? Why? Because something hits you, it goes right through you or something? No, it's for a whole different reason. You wouldn't understand. I see. Well, the name's Barney, and I guess it's good to finally meet you in person, Ghost. Or is it Fives? He asked. How the fuck do you know? But then Barney cut me off. Don't worry, I'm not here to fight you. I have my ways of knowing who's who, and I know about the son of a bitch who tried to make your life a living hell. But I gotta say, I'm impressed on what you and your team did on the job that you accepted from a mutual employer of mine, he said. Trench, I replied. He nodded his head. I sat back down calmly, having another drink. Nice tattoo, I said to him as I looked at his tattoo, which had a crow or a raven standing on a skull. That's actually what I came here to talk to you about, he said. Is that right? I replied. Indeed. Let's talk some business.